Imagine a current NBA All-Star averaging 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. You think MVP, right? Like a true franchise cornerstone. Well, we've got a report today that suggests those massive stats might actually be a trap, like a ceiling proving he can never be the best player on a championship team. It is a genuinely shocking conclusion to our Star Search 2026 analysis. But before we dive in, I need you to do something. Drop a comment below right now on who you think the next true face of the NBA is. And please take a second to like, subscribe, and comment below.
Yeah, please do. It really helps the channel. And that shocking conclusion is exactly why we're doing this deep dive into Morten Stig Jensen's latest Yahoo Sports analysis from February 24th, 2026.
Right. Our mission today is Star Search 2026, because we aren't talking about the guys you see on highlights every night, like Cooper Flagg or Cotton Nipple.
We already know what they are. We're looking for the outliers.
The guys flying under the radar. We're analyzing 3 specific players to figure out if they're genuine franchise-altering talents or just, good stats on a bad team, guys.
Exactly. And to kick this off, we really have to look at the massive hole left in Memphis. The Grizzlies just traded Jaren Jackson Jr.
Which completely changes the ecosystem there.
It does. And that vacuum is being filled by a rookie who most scouts initially overlooked because of his age. Cedric Coward is 22, which is...
ancient in rookie years.
Right, ancient. But you have to look past the birth certificate. He's 6'5", but he plays much bigger.
Yeah, that's what jumped out at me in the report, too. He's listed as a guard wing, but he's grabbing 6.2 rebounds a game in just 26 minutes.
It's ridiculous.
On 2.9 assists. That is a hustle stat you usually see from a power forward.
It's an anomaly, and a good one. It shows a motor that just doesn't show up in standard scouting reports. Combined with what Jensen calls flawless jump shot mechanics, Coward is incredibly efficient.
But we have to temper expectations, right?
We do. The analysis suggests that while he's going to have a huge breakout sophomore year because of that open roster spot, he's likely not a league-wide superstar.
So he's a high-end starter, maybe a fringe all-star one day, but not the guy you give the keys to the franchise.
Exactly. He's a ceiling raiser, not a floor setter.
Okay, so if Coward is the steady riser, let's pivot to someone with a bit more flash.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bulls have Matas Buzelis, their sophomore, out of the G League Ignite, drafted 11th overall in 24, with the expectation of being a scorer.
And he is. Is he living up to it?
He is, but in a very specific modern way. He's a 6'9" plug-and-play combo forward. But look at his shot diet. This is what separates modern stars from empty calories.
Right.
He's taking 5.6 threes a game, keeping the defense honest. But unlike a lot of stretch bigs who just hang out at the perimeter, Buzelis is taking 35% of his shots at the rim.
That is a nightmare for defenses. I mean, if you close out too hard on the 3, he blows by you for a dunk. If you sag off to protect the paint, he hits the 3.
Precisely. He can create his own looks, and that ability to self-create is usually the dividing line between a role player and a star. However, the report makes a crucial distinction here.
Buzelis has all-star potential written all over him, but superstar status might be a tall task.
What's the difference there?
Gravity. Buzelis is viewed as a complementary star. If you want to win a ring, he's the Scottie Pippen, not the Michael Jordan. He needs a true #1 alongside him to unlock that championship equity.
He amplifies a great team, but doesn't carry a mediocre one.
Exactly.
Which brings us to the elephant in the room. The guy putting up the monster numbers I teased at the very top. Portland's Deni Avdija.
Yep.
He's 25. He made the Western Conference All-Star team. He's averaging 24.4 points, 7 rebounds, and 6.6 assists. How can the analysis possibly say this is bad news?
Well, it's not bad news. It's deceptive news. The source argues that Avdija represents the absolute ceiling for guys like Coward and Buzelis, but this is likely his ceiling.
But 24, 7, and 6 is a heck of a ceiling.
It is. But this deep dive is about winning titles. The expert analysis states it is unfathomable to see Avdija as the primary decision-maker on a title-winning team. Yeah, he's a star, but not a superstar. He's maximizing his talent on a Portland team that lets him do everything, but you put him against a lockdown playoff defense, and that style just hits a wall.
That is a brutal reality check. So he's in that awkward star but not superstar purgatory?
It's the hardest place to be in the NBA.
So synthesizing Star Search 2026, we have Cedric Coward as a solid starter, Matas Buzelis as a complimentary all-star, and Deni Avdija as the established star who proves just how hard it is to reach that superstar tier.
That sums it up. There is a massive canyon between all-star and franchise player.
It really makes you rethink how we value box scores. I want to leave you with this provocative thought. If averaging 24, 7, and 6 isn't enough to be considered a franchise player capable of winning a ring, have our standards for superstardom become impossible to reach? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll catch you on the next one.